Hello, people of the internet. My name's Isaiah.
And my name's Matt.
And welcome to episode 9 of the Mildly Ignorant podcast.
One away.
It sounded like you wanted to kill yourself at the start there, man. I don't know why.
I'm so tired this morning. It's fine. We got this.
Little boy sad. Little boy tired.
Little sleepy boy.
Little sleepy boy. Yeah, I'm still recording from a fucking TV dinner table, like setup table in the middle of my fucking basement because everything's still in disarray in my goddamn house. So
Isaiah's recording from an empty lot. His house was demolished.
Basically, I feel like a fucking homeless person the way I'm recording this right now. Right. But we make do.
Podcaster boys make do.
I was literally gonna say that. Podcaster boys make do. Yeah, hopefully the quality is not going to be that shitty.
It's fine. We made it work last week. If you're watching and we didn't make it work last week, well, we tried.
Fuck you. I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to our Halloween special last week.
Yay.
Matt's crawled back into the hole that he came out of for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm just going to hibernate.
And we are going to wait 52 weeks till next year.
Yeah, I'll be back next Halloween special.
Matt's going to resurface again. In full... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what I was gonna say. Anyways,
yeah,
Matt, we have a few things to talk about today.
Yeah, a few not fun things to talk about. There's not a lot going on, so this is just kind of what's going on in the news. And news episode basically. Yeah, it's fun though. We'll probably derail like 20 times, so it's fine. Oh, I hope so.
So let's start off, Matt.
Yeah,
with our favorite human. Mark Zuckerberg.
We're saying human loosely.
Very human, our favorite human. Announcing that Facebook is no longer Facebook.
What?
It is now
what is
Meta.
It? Meta.
It is Meta because it is the new meta of life.
Oh, that's so dumb. This is the stupidest. Okay, so this comes forward after, I guess, like, I don't even know why. I mean, we all know why. It's the, like, allegations against Facebook that they, like mismanagement of data and just, like, the effects that, like, Facebook and propriety, I don't know if that's the right word, products like Instagram, like, the dangers they have on people's mental health. Like, this is just what this response is. And if you've been paying attention, Mark Zuckerberg had this huge like press release, I guess, where it showed do you want to go ahead?
Barbecue sauce.
Where it showed barbecue sauce. No, he talked about how like Facebook is just like part of Meta, and they're gonna take like the Facebook reality labs and they basically just showed a bunch of VR like there were different avatars and different like meeting concepts of like
basically the platform isn't going to change name. So like Facebook owns Facebook, like there's a Facebook, like the company, and so now it's just going to be Meta owns Facebook, which is a different name, but Facebook, like social media platform, is not going to go away.
Yeah.
And Mark Zuckerberg wants to make this thing called the metaverse, which is like the next step of the internet, basically.
I'm getting really big. Like, remember when Xbox Live first came out? And it was like everybody had an avatar, and it showed like people's avatars like meeting up in like virtual chat rooms or whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting from this. Like, it's just gonna be like Xbox Live 2.0.
This is just VR chat. This is what it is. VR chat's already out though. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Except he wants to make it, I guess, more realistic and more educational and more...
I'm looking at this one article, and it says Zuckerberg is quoted as saying, "Your devices won't be the focal point of your attention anymore. We're starting to see a lot of these technologies coming together in the next 5 or 10 years. A lot of this is going to be mainstream, and a lot of this will be creating and inhabiting worlds that are just as detailed and convincing as this one on a daily basis." But, like, what's the point? Like, I don't understand why this needs to be a thing.
Oh, okay, in the concept videos, they said, highlighted its vision for the metaverse, such as sending a holographic image of yourself to a concert with a friend, attending in real life, sitting around virtual meeting tables with remote colleagues, playing random games as you portray an avatar, so just fucking VR chat.
Yeah.
And then Facebook said that they would hire 10,000 people in Europe. to start working on the metaverse.
Yeah. And Zuckerberg is also quoted as saying, "I know that some people will say that this isn't a time to focus on the future, and I want to acknowledge that there are important issues to work on in the present. There always will be. So for many people, I'm just not sure there will ever be a good time to focus on the future, but I also know that there are a lot of you who feel the same way that I do." So basically he's saying, like, please ignore any, like, allegations and accusations, and, like, please make it so I don't have to be responsible for any of the issues that I've been caught up in, and just, like, look at this flashy presentation.
This literally reminds me so much of, like, the Activision Blizzard, like, McCree name change.
Yeah.
Like, Facebook's changing their name, and now magically the whistleblower is no longer valid, and, like, magically all the things she was saying about how it's ruining kids' lives are no longer valid because they changed their name somehow. I don't know what the fucking logic is there.
Like, bro, this is just worse.
It's just they're trying to invalidate everything just by changing the name. Like, oh, yeah, we're not Facebook anymore. Magically, everything's different. Old Facebook,
but that happens all the time. Like, at the end of the article, it says a number of major companies have changed established brands over the years. So Kentucky Fried Chicken shortened its name to KFC. Japanese car brand, Datsun became Nissan, and some high-profile name
Snap.
changes.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I never knew that either. And all of these changes following scandal or controversy. So, like, the maker of Marlboro, fuck, I can't even speak. Marlboro cigarettes changed its names to Altria. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just stroking out a bit. And ValueJet became AirTran after one of its planes crashed in 1996. So literally, they're just like
why does the name change matter? Like, are people that stupid? I mean, there's probably people that are that stupid that think that it's not the same company anymore. But I mean, is that really the majority? Like, why are they doing this?
I think
they're not fooling anyone.
But I think they will. Like, that's the stupid part, is that, like, people are just going to forget. It was the same thing with Blizzard. Like, people just forget about the issues at hand. Like, as long as it's not being talked about in the news, nobody cares, right? Which is just, it's embarrassing that, like, the people's attention span is so short when it comes to, like,
in the related
issues like this.
Oh my fucking god! I'm playing a video. Oh my fucking god! Sorry, I hit the Mark Zuckerberg press conference video by accident.
Oh no!
I heard his voice. But apparently the barbecue sauce thing is real. It's not edited. He actually had a bottle of barbecue sauce on his shelf. Apparently it's like an old meme that he does.
That's so funny.
Just so how quirky and human he is, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently I saw a related article. Hebrew speakers are making fun of Facebook's new name because apparently it stands for the word dead in Hebrew. So they're making jokes about how Facebook is dead, yeah. Meta stands for dead in Hebrew. So they're talking about how Facebook is #dead and all that shit.
That's funny.
But I mean, I'm sure there's whatever name you change your company to, I'm sure there's probably some language out there that has a word similar to it.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like this was going to happen inevitably anyways.
Okay, the first part of the article was funny, but now the second part of the article is not funny. It's pissing me off. Now these the people, Hebrew speaking people, are saying it's cultural appropriation.
It's a Greek word. What?
Yeah, that's Twitter for you. Anyways, it started off funny and then it just turned to Twitter cesspool shit again.
Of course.
McDonald's also name change in China raised eyebrows.
What did they change it to?
Customers are left confused when the company swapped Madongleo, I don't know how to fucking speak Mandarin, so a Chinese iteration of the English name to Jingyongmeng, which loosely translates to Golden Arches. One customer said it sounds like a furniture store.
I mean, I guess I could see that. But yeah, that's a weird name for, like, fast food chain.
We should do this more often, man. The related articles on CNN are fucking wild. A Kellogg's customer files $5 million lawsuit alleging Pop-Tarts don't have enough strawberry filling in them.
Mood.
Oh my fucking god, this autoplay music. Fuck. Shit. God damn it, it autoplays every fucking video on the page. And I can't hear myself. It blasts in my eardrums. Yeah, anyway, we're derailing. Facebook, Meta. Shit, not gonna happen. I don't think the metaverse is gonna come out as something big. It's probably gonna flop. Because I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook owns Oculus Rift, right? And Oculus Rift is fucking dead in the water. No one cares about that. It's so behind compared to other VR consoles.
Yeah.
So I feel like just metaverse is gonna flop and it's gonna be a shittier VR chat. Even though VR chat is pretty shitty to begin with.
I don't know. Like, if I go to a concert, I'd love to have a hologram of you there next to me. I mean, that's pretty cool.
So you can chill with the homies everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
How far along are we in holographic technology? What's up? Holographic technology. Wait, it just exists? I thought it didn't exist yet. Apparently it does exist to a certain extent.
I mean, I don't think it exists, like... Well, yeah, because...
I guess to project images, but like not to chat with someone, like via like video chat.
I was gonna say, like, the extent I know of like holographic technology is like in Japan there are like full on Vocaloid concerts where they like the projection of Hatsune Miku. Yeah. Like there was a Splatoon one with the Squid Sisters and stuff. Would you ever go to like a holographic event, like if it was...
What the fuck? No, why would I go to that?
Well, because we always see like
I just watch it online. Jesus Christ.
In sci-fi, like holographic is never really like the mainstay. Like it's normally just like for advertising or stuff, right?
Yeah. But
I don't know. In Japan, you can go to like a holographic concert,
which is kind of fucking stupid. I mean, like why? I don't understand why you would go to that. But anyways, I mean, I guess it's the same vein as the what do they call them? Like the VTubers, like virtual YouTubers and the virtual streamers. Have you ever seen them before?
No, I haven't.
It's basically like Twitch streamers that like the face cam is like a virtual, like, and usually an anime.
Okay, yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all like CPU, not CPU, but like computer generated, like
it's like a computer overlay, like a
basically, yeah. So basically, I'm assuming it's all like basement dwelling fat people that are wearing green suits, but yeah. Apparently, it got of course because porn is like the creator of everything. It first started in porn because one of the first like on cam girl was like a virtual anime girl thing, and they made like millions and millions and millions of dollars. Of course,
I mean, people are willing to pay for it, right?
Yeah. Porn is the innovator of technology, boys. Woo! Because I mean, porn is what made VR too. I think I'm pretty sure. So it do be creating cool technology though.
I just remember when I was living in Kingston, one of my roommates bought one of those like super cheap like $5 VR headsets, like the really, really, really cheap ones that are just like folded cardboard or whatever. And one of my other roommates was like, "Let's watch VR porn," and it was the most like uncomfortable experience. Like maybe like with a actual like VR equipment, it's like more realistic or whatever, but like it's just. I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
imagine just watching VR porn with the bros.
I mean, it was more so like a joke, and it was actually like the chick's idea. She was like, "I want to see VR porn," but it was funny. we all laughed and had a good time.
I had a VR headset, like a bit more expensive, like where you put your phone in.
Okay, yeah.
But it was like a plastic hard case like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only used it like 2 times, and I was like, "Whatever the fuck is this?"
Yeah, like this is gimmicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a real VR set is too fucking expensive. So
yeah.
Although they are getting cheaper because the technology is getting not as new.
Yeah.
So. And it's getting better too because like the new Vive is like wireless, I think, too now, completely wireless. So you don't have to get fucking tangled up and tripping on your own cords.
Yeah. I don't know. There's still a long way to go before.
Oh yeah, none of the game there hasn't been a real good game made in VR yet. All of it's like it's because there's no funding for it, right? So it's all indie people that make these shitty games.
Yeah.
I'm guessing VR chat's probably the biggest one, just because just the way to chat with people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's more so like the concept, right? It's not like it's not really a game. It's just like upload your avatar and play around in it. Yeah.
Just Club Penguin.
Yeah.
Club Penguin in VR. But yeah, like there's no good games, and just there's not enough like people that own VR sets, I guess, for AAA companies to want to make games and get their money's worth out of it.
The thing is too, like gaming is already expensive. Like think of how much money goes into making like just a regular video game. Now like they have to do everything for like virtual reality, and then there's like not even an audience for it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I understand why they're not doing it. Just it's kind of lame. Like I'm excited to see what they could do. Like as a AAA title, and goddamn the amount of people that would puke though in VR with like ray tracing on and all that shit.
Yeah.
Or motion blur is what makes people sick most of the time. Motion blur.
Watch in the next 20 years, Facebook is going to rebrand again because their products have made so many people physically sick.
What are they going to change their name to? The fucking Hebrew word for puke? I want to look that up now. Let me go see what it is. Hebrew to English. Why was that popped up automatically? Puke. What the fuck? It's not giving it to me? Hello? My page broke? I guess. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, wait. Yeah, puke is... Oh, wait, what the... I'm stupid. It's not even... Okay. It's not even in, like our alphabet, so I can't tell what it is. So, we're out here. Never mind. Useless.
Just like Facebook.
Just like what, Matt?
Oh, is it just like Facebook?
Oh, just like Facebook. Anyway, should we go to our second topic, Matt?
Yeah. Somehow, like a topic that's even worse.
Yeah, we're going down the list. We're getting worse and worse. So, remember a few years ago how a movie theater got shot up in the States during the Dark Knight?
Yeah.
And the little boy was trying to be the Joker? Well, this happened again in Japan this time.
This is really weird.
Yeah, 24-year-old in a Joker costume attacked a bunch of passengers on a Tokyo train
on
Halloween night. Yeah. So basically, I think it was a knife. Was it a knife?
Yeah, he had a knife, and he also had
a Molotov, I think. Yeah.
Well, yeah, cans of lighter fluid.
Yeah. So basically, just.
So he attacked and injured 17 people and lit a subway train car on fire. So, yeah, that's fucked up. First and foremost, he
really
said he wanted
up
to kill people and be given the death penalty, and he had been thinking from around June of being sentenced to death. So obviously, there's something wrong with this guy.
He probably was on one too many Facebook pages.
Well, like they interviewed his classmates. They interviewed his classmates, and they said that like, yeah, he was quiet and he wasn't the type of person to take initiative.
So the school shooter type.
Yeah, the suspect said
he dressed up as Joker because he looked up to him, according to him.
See, this is fucked up because this makes me think like we can't put stories like this out. But then on the other hand, like, people need to learn the fucking difference between, like, this is a fictional story and a fictional character where, like, this fictional character's actions don't have consequences because it's all fiction. And people need to be able to, like, to take that with a grain of salt and not be fucking inspired to attack people. Like, I don't understand like how people can think that's okay.
Yeah, it's just people that either lack maturity or already have some kind of problem up there where they can't differentiate, like you said, between reality and make believe.
Because like I love Batman, I love the Joker. Anybody who knows me knows.
You love the Joker, Bat.
But like, I'm not gonna turn around and like attack 17 people and light a train on fire. Like, I don't even want to say like that's insane behavior, because like no, that's literally just the behavior of somebody who is damaged and definitely needs help. Like if
exactly.
I don't know, like if you can like watch Batman or like The Dark Knight and then get that idea from it, you already need help. Like you are too far gone.
Yeah. I was gonna say something what you said. I forgot now though.
But I'm seeing it more and more, and not just like with this story, but like all over the internet, like especially on TikTok. And I know that like that audience is particularly a lot younger than, because 24 is still kind of young-ish. Like,
yeah,
we have this mentality that like everything, it's all like children, and when I think of that, it's like 11, 12-year-olds. But like no, people are still very immature when it comes to like 18, sometimes even in their early 20s, right? So like somebody who is like 24, 25, they're just like starting to get a handle on adulthood. And I feel like youth has been pushed up in recent years. Like if you think about the 80s, somebody who is 18 in the 80s, I have this mentality that they're a lot mature than somebody who is 18 in the 2010s. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because like society, like just because there was more responsibilities, I guess.
Yeah,
on
like
people at that time.
Exactly. So like by 18, you're, I don't know, owning a house or like getting married or
go. Well, maybe not the 80s, but if you went further back, definitely you'd be married and having kids at 18, to be working.
But like now, because of society and technology, like the time where you can, I don't want to say like get away with being young, but the time where you're like adulthood or everything seems to come later in life. Like there's more growth as a child.
Yeah.
So,
but you also need to remember this is also Japan, so I feel like they have a bit different society.
Like I'm not. Do they though? Because the same thing happened a couple years ago in the U.S. with that like fucking idiot who shot up the movie theater, right? Like,
yeah, well, that's the U.S. But I'm surprised it happened in Japan. That's what I'm saying. Like a 24-year-old in like if a traditional Japanese society, should be like having a career job at this point or whatnot.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know. Yeah.
So my point that I was gonna make about like, people are children longer, right?
Yeah.
Like especially on TikTok, is where the fuck? Like when are these kids learning common sense? Like when do you learn that like this? There's a disconnect. Like this isn't real. This isn't reality. Because
you don't, because your parents never raised you and you were put in front of an iPad as a 4-year-old.
No, exactly. Like it's becoming a problem. No, like
that's how kids were raised.
I saw this one TikTok about how like somebody put like /J or they didn't put /J, which means like the tone that they're taking in their comment was like they were joking. And then like somebody was just like, people can lie, right? And then like there were like I want to say hundreds of comments of people saying like, yeah, but they put /J in their comment, which means that they were just joking. And then people were like, are you fucking kidding? Like it doesn't matter what people say. People can straight up just lie to you. Like you have to take what people say with a grain of salt. Like especially online. Like I just remember growing up, like we were told to like never trust what anybody said online. And now I'm seeing all these like younger people believe the first thing they read. Like I remember back when Canada had their federal elections, I saw a TikTok of somebody like promoting NDP, and they were like, oh, like this is so interesting, like I want to learn more, like do you have any other TikToks or any other like takes that I can watch? And I'm like, I think it's amazing that you want to learn about politics, but don't learn about politics on TikTok. Like, what the hell? Like, where people can just upload their opinion point blank and not have to put facts behind it.
I think like it goes back to the whole generational thing, like where I see lots of trends happen in like waves, like they appear in one generation, disappear in the next, and come back in the generation after.
Yeah,
I think that's just gonna be one of those things where like, you know, the boomers didn't grow up with the internet. That's why they were so pushy about being safe, because they didn't understand the threats. So maybe they over exaggerated it, and that's why this generation now is saying, oh, what the fuck, they're full of shit, there's nothing that dangerous about the internet. Which, I mean, there is, if you go looking for it. Obviously there's always dangers in the internet, but maybe not to the level that, you know, boomers have pushed it to. So that's why they're being more lenient and believing everything on the internet. And now the generation after them is probably going to realize that what this generation is believing too much shit on the internet, and are hopefully going to be more smarter. Well, that's how I see it. I feel like it's going to be more like a wave effect.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like I have a tangent, and then I have kind of a reflection of what you just said. So I recently saw a Tumblr post about how like people should stop giving so much information on their like social media accounts, or like, because there's a big thing on Tumblr where like you have a bio, or on Twitter it's a link to like a card where like you put in like your name and like where you're from, or like what you're going to school for, or like your preferred pronouns and like your trigger warnings. And then this person made a post on Tumblr saying like, since when is it acceptable to give all this information to strangers on the internet? And then they had this story about how like, oh, I grew up, like when I was a kid, I grew up like it was just the beginning of the internet. Like it was somebody probably around my age, and like they had a friend, and like their friend told them like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna like walk down the street and get some ice cream at like this place. And like, so the friend was able to deduce that just based on where like the school that they went to, like their high school that they went to, and then like, I'm gonna walk down the street to get some ice cream, the friend was able to deduce like where the person lived almost down to the exact street. And like this wasn't using any kind of like a doxing software to find out like where this person
like
lived.
IP or whatever.
Yeah, but this was literally just like information gained from normal conversation that they were able to find out like within the distance of like 2 or 3 blocks of where this person lived in the United States. And now you have people who straight up say like post on Facebook and Twitter like what school they go to and stuff like that, and like just all this information. Like, why would you tell strangers your triggers? Like, if you legitimately get triggered by something, like, be it abuse or like something violent or something like that, why would you post that in public? Like, yes, I understand that, like, oh, I see this person is triggered by this kind of content, I'm not going to share it, or I'm not going to follow them because like blah blah blah. But there are assholes out there, and if I wanted to, if I saw that you're triggered by like violence or abuse, I could just spam you with like violent and abusive content. Like, and
this is like we're kind of sounding like boomers right now, but like this comes back to like people are putting stuff on the internet because they're seeing survivor bias and like its highest concentration, where they think it's okay because everyone else is doing it and nothing bad has happened to them yet, right?
Yeah.
Like like I don't know, like the biggest like most controversial, I guess, example is people using the internet, you know, just to meet new people like in real life, or to go whatever, hook up or whatever, I don't give a shit, whatever, either or. Like that's what, like in and of itself, that's so many dangers right then and there, because, you know, catfishing and all that shit.
Yeah.
And like it's full on survivor bias, or like almost like, I don't know if it's a fallacy, but like when you like, you always feel invincible. Like you feel like, oh, it's not gonna happen to me, it's not gonna happen to me, you know, it's never gonna happen to me because it's never happened yet, right? And that's what's happening, I feel like, with this, the people using the internet now, is just that, you know, they see everyone else doing it on the internet, they're fine, I'm invincible, nothing's gonna ever happen to me, and that's why they do it, you know?
Yeah.
They don't think and realize that it might happen to them, you know? There's no way to tell.
I just think people are kind of like losing the common sense idea that all it takes is one asshole, or like one crazy person, or like one like one person who is out to harm you. Like, sure, there's, for every like trigger warning like label thing you post, people are gonna not share that content with you. But like there's that one asshole who like sees that as a challenge, right? And they like
yeah, exactly. Totally.
Yeah, and they're just gonna take advantage of that and just like be a dick to you.
Yeah.
And
but like at the same time, like no matter what we say, the people that are like doing this, posting all their information, all their triggers or whatever, they're just gonna always argue back, saying, "Oh, you gotta live life a little bit, you know. It's blah blah blah. It's fine. It's whatever, you know." But like, he's like, you shouldn't worry about just maybe one or two assholes on the internet, but like, wait till it happens to you, and you'll see that it's not fun.
No, exactly, and it like
yeah, it may not ever happen to you, and I mean.
No, but
neither of us are trying to say that not stop using the internet altogether.
No, of course not. But I mean, be smart about it. Like, there's a whole reason that like you have. I don't know, if you go on Facebook, you can look at your privacy settings and you can change them. There's a reason they're there, and it's there to protect you. And I don't think people realize that. Like, I mean, we're seeing it more and more with social media in the first place. Like when Tumblr came out, it was anonymous. And then when Twitter came out, you could still have anonymity by like using a fake name or like not providing your real name and just your Twitter handle. But like now on TikTok, you're making videos with your face in your home. And it really doesn't take that much work to find out
like,
who and where you are and where you work. And like all that information is a lot easier when your face is on the screen.
Yeah, and I don't even think TikTok is the worst platform for that. Like, if you, like, just look at Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
The same people that are posting all this personal information are the first people that are bitching about their information being sold.
Yeah.
But, like, honey, you're posting pictures of your kids. You're posting pictures of you in your front yard in front of your house. You're posting pictures. You're answering all those stupid quizzes on Facebook that are like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite this? Like, cool, they might sell your information, but, you know, people still see all that information on your Facebook page.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not private. The whole world can see it.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as you share it all, it's not private anymore. Like, you're making it public. Like, yes, as soon as you put it into Facebook, like, even on your, like, private profile, like, where you're like the town you live in and, you know, like, your workplace, that information is being sold. But also, like, you're willingly giving that up when you, like, take a selfie from work or something, right? Like, it's not like you're doing your part to keep quiet about it. And I think, and now to kind of reflect what you say earlier about people like not sharing information or whatever, or like believing the first thing they see, we fully see that with boomers on Facebook, who will see a Facebook article written by some guy who has no education in what he's talking about, and they'll share it, and they'll be like, haha, yeah, like, let's take horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, I think that's just because it's the same outcome, but we're seeing it for a different reason. Just because they didn't, like, they haven't grown up with the internet, so they just assume that, you know, the internet has all the answers, right? Because that's what the younger generations are pushing it as. We're pushing it as some magical thing that has all the answers, right? Yeah. And they don't understand that there's like a nuance, I guess, between what's right and what's wrong on there.
You mean someone would do that? Someone would just go on the internet and tell lies?
No. Everyone's very innocent and pure.
And especially, I think it's getting even worse with the younger generation, because there's this frame of mind that, like, everybody's voice is valid. And, like, in a way that's true, but at the same point, like, you can't excuse, like, I don't know, hatred or bigotry for,
or
like,
incorrect opinions
or incorrect information as facts. Exactly. Like, when it comes to someone who is educated in that topic, or there is like scientific proof behind something, like, your opinion doesn't matter.
This is making it sound real boomer like right now, but like this is the consequence of kids getting participation trophies. Like right now, we're seeing it right now. It's literally why everyone getting participation trophies is not a good thing, because you might be an expert in one thing doesn't mean you're an expert in everything else, you know?
Yeah.
But everyone thinks their opinion matters.
Also,
big
like,
topics.
I was reading about this, like, Japan train attack, and it just made me think of the game Ace Attorney. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I know what Ace Attorney is. Where are you going with this?
Well, basically how, like, Ace Attorney is, like, kind of a critique on the Japanese legal system. And I was just, like, kind of reading some facts about how, like, I think it's, like, either 90 or 99% of all cases when they're brought to court, they like somebody is tried. And I was just reading that like Japanese police will either completely ignore a case and like shelve it if they don't like if they can't find the suspect, or they'll just literally like bully people into like admitting that they did this crime that they didn't. And I just think since we were on the topic of like Japan and a trial, like it's weird that because we don't really hear stuff that goes on in Japan that often, right? Like when was the last time you heard a story like this coming out of Japan?
Yeah, like when because my brother was the one that told me about this the first time, and the first thing I thought about was the train bombing attacks in like 2009.
Yeah, right. So we don't hear a lot, but this at the bottom of this article it says
2019. Yeah, there's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. So a number of attacks on trains and station premises in Tokyo have occurred recently. So a man stabbed and slashed 10 passengers in August. On October 15th, 2 men were stabbed by a man at another like train station, and then in a separate incident, people were injured in a Tokyo subway station in late August after a man sprayed sulfuric acid in the face of another man. So like these stories are happening. I don't know why this one is garnering a bunch of traction. Maybe because it's on Halloween and we can blame it on like media with the Joker.
It's Halloween, it's Joker, and probably because the amount of people. Like one person getting stabbed by a knife by someone on a train is not like it's local news, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there was one like a man stabbed and slashed 10 passengers in August on the Odakyu Electric Railway. So these stories are happening, but it's just weird the ones that come into light that we actually hear about, especially being across the world.
Like lots of these news sites that I'm finding right now are like the Japan Times, BBC, and stuff like that. But if I go to Canadian sites, they're making like comparisons to what happened in Quebec City on Halloween last year, right?
Yeah.
The guy that dressed in the knight armor, stabbing everyone with a sword.
I literally don't recall that.
You don't recall that? It's like,
no.
Yeah. Quebec City night attack. Yeah, it was the 1 year anniversary from Halloween last year. Yeah. I pulled it up here so I just don't want to talk through my ass, but only still too many, but two people were killed.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was someone with a sword, like a guy dressed in a knight outfit. I'm pretty sure with a sword. Yeah, medieval knight wearing a medieval costume, armed with a Japanese style sword, going around stabbing people in Quebec City.
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about this. It was like huge news. Yeah.
Did they release like his reasoning?
Maybe if I keep researching, maybe.
Yeah. I
mean, it's also North America, so they probably just shot him, but Quebec City night attack. Yeah, because all I'm seeing right now is here you go. From November 2020. A 24-year-old man has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, stabbing with a sword in a medieval outfit. Carl Giroir. French. They didn't shoot him. He appeared in front of court by video conference because of COVID. They don't give his home address, obviously. Why would they? He's from Montreal, actually. Right outside of Montreal.
Like, what was his reasoning? What motivates people to do shit like this?
Yeah.
Like, especially with a sword. What?
He was running around Quebec City, basically. There was a 2.5-hour manhunt. He was looking for people just to kill or whatever. The man came to the capital with the intention of doing the most damage possible, according to a quote.
Jesus.
And the police say that, as of right now, they believe that he just chose his victims at random.
Yeah.
But that the crime was premeditated, obviously.
Yeah, he geared up.
Yeah, he was ready to go. Maybe that's why they didn't shoot him.
Yeah, they tried, but he was armored, so...
Taken to the hospital for mental evaluation. Probably gonna be let go for mental illness or something. Probably not gonna go to jail.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of fucked up if you're attacking someone with a sword. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I don't understand what motivates people to do this.
Seems like every year someone's dressing up and killing people on Halloween.
I mean, the way you said that would make like one hell of a movie.
Halloween?
I mean, no, like, I don't know. Like, imagine every Halloween someone just gets possessed.
Yeah.
Or, just Halloween.
Yeah, it seems like the Japanese guy was not killed either. He was brought into custody. So that's...
Yeah. See, that's kind of sad because when you hear that, like, his classmates and, like, people his age or who, like, attended his school, like, they knew him and they knew he didn't have any close friends, or, like... a part of me feels bad, but at the same time, like, you can't just go and attack people.
Well, yeah, obviously, no. You can't do that. Yeah. It's sad. It is what it is. Should we move on to another topic, Matt? A third topic before we wrap up?
I mean, sure.
Do we want to talk about the little Elon Musk tweet?
Let me... I heard about it. I want to see it.
Okay, so while you look it up, I'll explain to the viewers. So Elon Musk yesterday, he tweeted, he was like, hey, UN every year, they release a report or whatever every few years saying that they need X amount of money and they would end world hunger right then and there. And the new report said they needed $6 billion and they would end world hunger. And Elon Musk was like, hey, if you can provide open source information where you, dollar per dollar, where each dollar of the $6 billion would be going to, he's like, I will gladly sell all my Tesla stock and donate the $6 billion to end world hunger. But he wants the source, like all the information to be open source, that everyone can see where each dollar is going to. So, that's the tweet. Do I think Elon Musk is going to do it? Part of me wants to think yes, because he's fucking wild like that. I mean, we got to remember that he's the one that basically put cryptocurrency in the state that it is now. Like, he just does dumb shit for doing dumb shit. I mean, not that ending world hunger is dumb, but like, yeah, it's outlandish. Like, it's a huge thing.
But at the same time,
donating $6 billion.
It's only 2% of his fortune. He has nearly $300 billion. So, like, I don't know. Once you've reached $1 billion, I think you're pretty set for life. So, like, I don't know what you do with $300 billion. I mean,
the only problem I see with this, and I was joking about it with my brother yesterday, was like, if he actually goes through with this, you know how fucked the stock market's gonna be? Like, the minute he sells all his stocks, like, the minute he, like the minute the UN replies, like, if they ever do reply to this tweet with, like, a document, people are gonna go nuts and start selling their stocks out the window because they're gonna know that it's gonna crash and burn real quick the minute Elon Musk decides to pull his stocks out. Like, it's gonna be horrible for Tesla and, like, all other, like, affiliated stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
stock market in whole,
but then Elon Musk will go down in history as the guy who literally solved world hunger.
Yeah, I mean,
and again, like I said, he has $300 billion. Like, this isn't that much to him.
No, but I mean, like, he doesn't have like $30 billion in the bank, but yeah, that's what he's worth. But I don't know. It's cool. Like, it would be cool if he actually did that. I mean, we'll see how much of that gets to his head. Yeah, being the man that ends world hunger single-handedly. But hey, if he does, then people are going to forgive him for all the spaceship stuff. Huh?
Well, I mean,
Am I right? Deflect.
Yeah, exactly. That's
people are mad that
all these
rich people are going to space. So
no, all these billionaires, all these billionaires are just doing stuff to, like, make sure they never have to face the consequences of any of their actions again.
No, they're just doing this because the world is their playground now with that much money. That's all they're fucking doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything's their playground, so. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I get why he wants to be open source, like all the information to be open to the public and available to the public, I guess.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess he wants to, because, you know, people on the internet, on Twitter, are going to go fucking ballistic saying, oh, he's not going to actually donate any of the money, blah, 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 blah. So he wants, like, proof that, like, receipts, I guess, for that end. But then also to cover his own butt, he wants proof that, you know, the $6 billion is going to something. And
Yeah.
Like he wants to see exactly where his money didn't be spent.
Which, like, I don't know. I think
it's hard to quantify exactly what you need to end world hunger, right? Like, it's such a weird number, like 6 billion. I want to see how they calculated that. I mean, it's probably estimates, but...
Yeah, somebody replied saying, like, the headline's not accurate. $6 billion will not solve world hunger, but it will prevent geopolitical instability, mass migration, and save 42 million people on the brink of starvation. An unprecedented crisis and a perfect storm due to COVID, conflict, climate crises.
So, yeah. I want to look up if there's any more info about that. Elon Musk, world hunger. Food program? What? But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely something that could happen. Like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Elon Musk decided to do this just because of how wacky his other decisions have been.
Yeah.
But
like an article, a related article by CNN. Elon Musk keeps fans guessing by tweeting mysterious Chinese poem. Like, what the fuck? I'll send you the link.
Okay. Oh, this was a reply to like the UN World Food Program director calling them out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the UN World Food Program executive director David Beasley, which was the guy that put that replied back to him that it wouldn't end world hunger.
Yeah.
He basically called out Musk and Jeff Bezos and other billionaires in an interview last week, calling on them to step up on a one-time basis to help end starvation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not surprised that Elon Musk is the only one that answered, but tweeting mysterious Chinese poem? What does that have to do with anything? Included a composition known as the Quatrain of Seven Steps.
The poem is famous in China and refers to a spat between brothers.
Who was said to live during the Three Kingdoms. Legend has it that his elder brother, newly crowned king, was jealous of his talent, suspecting that his brother was trying to usurp his rule. The king then forced him to write a poem within the amount of time it took to walk just 7 steps. The rhyme translates in English as follows: beanstalks are burned to cook beans, the beans weep in the pot. We grow from the same root, why should we boil each other with such impatience? What the fuck? Tesla and SpaceX don't immediately respond to a request for comment, probably because they don't know what the fuck Elon Musk is on about. Like, it's like there's so many like news articles about how the board of directors are perpetually fucking pissed at Elon Musk because they don't know what the fuck he's doing half the time. So I'm not surprised they didn't answer a request for comment. They're like, we don't even know ourselves what the fuck Elon Musk is doing. But I mean,
what is, like, nobody even knows the point of this.
And probably crypto fucking blasted off Monday because of this stupid tweet too, because everything's related to crypto, right?
I'm just pissed off because when I tweet cryptic shit, like, nobody likes or like retweets it, but when Elon Musk does, he makes the news.
Man, just tweet some. You could probably tweet the fucking word like donkey, and crypto's gonna go fucking nuts because there's probably some coin out there called donkey, and they're gonna assume it means crypto's gonna go blasting.
Shrek's stock's gonna go way up.
Yeah, it's so stupid. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we'll have an update next week on whether Elon Musk ended world hunger or not.
That would be cool.
Like, another reason why I think it would happen, and I mean, like, yeah, Jeff Bezos grew up not necessarily poor, but like, wasn't Elon Musk like dirt poor?
I don't know. I refuse to believe. Didn't he inherit his fucking emerald mines from his parents? Isn't that where his wealth originally came from?
Oh wait, maybe never mind. Yeah, I know he's from South Africa. His mother was a model and dietitian, born in Saskatchewan, Canada, but raised in South Africa. His father is Elon Musk, a South African electromechanical engineer, pilot, sailor, consultant, and property developer. Yeah, okay, and he had an emerald mine lake. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't even need to have the emerald mine to know he was loaded based off his fucking dad's careers.
Yeah. But also, I refuse to believe that any billionaire came from dirt. I think that's a myth.
Oprah lived in her car. She was dirt ass poor.
Okay, stand collected.
Yeah, she lived. I know for sure. I know that's the way for sure. She lived in her car for years before she got famous. So she's an exception. I mean, Jeff Bezos was just like an average Joe. Like, he had a house and all that, but he was a middle class person, I guess.
Yeah.
Before he got famous. I'm trying to think of other billionaires. A list of billionaires. Let's look this up. List of billionaires. We're gonna look up their Joker backstory.
List of people to eat first.
Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault.
Never heard of him.
Bill Gates? Was he poor?
No.
He inherited something from his. Born in Seattle, Washington. His father was
Who
a
the hell is
lawyer.
Bernard Arnault and family?
Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, his grandfather was a national bank president. I'm sure they were fucking loaded. Yeah, I don't know who Bernard Arnault is. I'm gonna look him up. Bernard Arnault, Chief Executive Officer of LVMH. Oh, Warren Buffett. He's super rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fucking loaded.
Who's Larry Ellison?
Who's that third guy that's in like the space race right now between Bezos and... Is that Larry Ellison?
Ooh.
No, never mind. There's a third guy I know that he's
he owns Oracle.
Early life of Bernard Arnault. No, never mind. Warren Buffett. Warren finished elementary school. His father was in Congress. Okay, yeah, fuck off. Bernard Arnault. Let's see him. Maybe we'll find someone. Father owned a civil engineering company. Yeah, okay, fuck off. So Oprah Winfrey might be the only example. That probably has to do with the fact that she was not white and not a male. List of billionaires. I'm trying to go for the list again. Forbes. Methodology. I don't give a shit about the methodology.
I always thought like there were only a few billionaires. This list has like
surprise.
Literally over
Zuckerberg.
100. Hold on. How
Mark
long does
Zuckerberg
this
was
list
poor.
go? No, he wasn't.
What? Yeah? Wasn't he just some uni student?
I refuse to believe that.
Shut the fuck up. He literally was a uni student. Yeah.
There's over 300 billionaires.
Okay, he was middle class. He was son of a psychiatrist and a dentist. Yeah, he was middle class. I know he was a uni student when he started Facebook. Like, just normal.
Oh, wait, no. Are we out of billions now? Hello? Oh, no. We're still in the billions. There's over 500 billionaires.
Jesus Christ.
Right? I thought it was like an exclusive club. There's over 600. There's over 700.
Who barely scratches the limit.
This list on Forbes, I'm on like 750 and they still have like 4.3 billion. Like, I think my computer's gonna crash before I get through this list.
Yeah, my thing's lagging real hard.
There's over 1,000 and it's still 3.1 billion.
Excuse me? Oh, I can't find it now. I was zooming through the list too fast. Someone... Oh! Chang Sui. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. $8 billion net worth. And it says the source, right? Of where he got the money from.
Yeah.
It just says soy sauce. He made $8 billion off soy sauce? I'm gonna look him up. Chang is the vice chairman of soy sauce maker Foshan Haitian Flavoring in China. What the fuck? Making bank off that soy sauce.
That's wild. Imagine making $1 billion off one thing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild indeed, huh?
Yeah, we're down to 1,400 and they're still at 2.4 billion. So,
damn. We're really gonna...
This menu is just so long. Should we move on to viewer questions?
Yeah,
listener question.
We'll move on to that. Yeah, so for those who still don't know, every week we answer a listener's question. For those who want to ask questions, you can ask on Spotify in the episode description. or on YouTube in the comments. And one day we will do it on social media too. We're just too lazy. Anyways, our question today. Matt, do you have it in front of you?
No, I don't. Do you?
Yeah, I do have it in front of me.
Okay.
Actually. Oh my god, what's going on? Video. This is a disaster. Do you have it, Matt?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit. Okay. Sorry, the video was not stopping for some reason.
Oh no.
Fucking autoplay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, the question is, what's the most useless talent you have, Matt? Well, also me, but a viewer asked this question. They want to know, what is our most useless talent? And it cannot be podcasting.
This isn't a talent. Most useless talent. I don't know. I don't know if I'm good at anything.
Well, it has to be useless talent, Matt. So it doesn't have to be necessarily good.
No, but I mean, I don't think I'm good at anything enough for it to be a talent, you know?
My most useless talent is
This is a difficult question.
My thumbs are hyper flexible. Is that a talent?
I mean, my legs are hyper flexible. I can put them behind my head.
I can pop my joint out of my thumb. Is that a talent?
Sure, I guess. I don't know what is a talent? Something that you need to what is a talent?
What is a talent? Something you're good at, Matt.
No.
Also
okay, a natural aptitude or skill.
I don't
know.
I'm actually good at being an asshole.
Yeah. You're very good at that.
Woo-wee, baby.
I feel bad. I can't answer. I don't know. Do I have any talents?
I'll see if I can find another question. We'll answer another question. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
We don't want to leave the
I'll definitely think on it, and if we remember, I'll hopefully have an answer by the beginning of next episode.
Here, I have a question. What, if you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what question would you ask?
I would probably something to do with what happens when we die, what happens to our consciousness, does anything, is there anything past death?
See, me, it's the opposite. I would want to know, as a biologist, what the origins of life and humans.
I mean, that would be a good question too to ask.
Yeah, I want to know the origin of life in general, and then also humans. I'll try and put it into one question, so that bypasses the rules of the. But yeah, that's what I would want to know, for sure, and then I'd be able to publish it and be the best scientist in the world right off the bat. Jumpstart my career as a professor.
Okay, Musk.
Except I wouldn't have 33 billion or whatever the fuck it is he has net worth.
$300 billion.
$300 billion.
If I could know the absolute truth to something, it would probably be why is my dick so big? Why is it so massive?
And for those wondering what size it is, you'll have to ask for next episode. Because you already answered our questions. You cannot ask what dick size we have.
Why is chocolate so delicious? Why is cheese so delicious?
We already talked about that, Matt.
No, I mean, like, I want to know the absolute truth.
Why is dick
so delicious?
But yeah, I guess we'll wrap here. Matt, it's been an hour, right? Hour solid.
Yep.
We answered the question. Make sure to ask your questions in the Spotify and on YouTube. Thank you again for listening to the Mildly Ignorant podcast. Next week we'll have our big 1-0 special.
Hopefully it'll be more interesting than this one.
Oh, this is fun, Matt. This is fun. We're fine.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Sorry it wasn't any juicy content.
No juicy content. Next episode we'll talk about our dicks, okay? How about that?
Perfect.
I don't think anyone wants to hear about that. But anyways.
I mean, if they're 10 episodes in, maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe. A good bonding experience between listener and podcaster.
Yeah.
To bring us closer together, because there's no parasocial relationships here at the Mildly Ignorant podcast.
I love you.
Anyways, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
You can follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Mildly Ignorant Podcast. Look us up. You'll find us. You can listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Stitcher. You can also find us on YouTube at the Mildly Ignorant Podcast as well. Make sure to share us with all your friends and family and relatives and people and strangers and coworkers and everything.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week for episode 10.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Adios.